Alright, waddy cup, everyone. So today it's a Friday, it's a super happy day. And today I've got three gentlemen, actually four. So three of them is watch collector and one of them is actually someone who actually educate people about watches. So with that, today me, myself, Taeny Pong nakap, and Taeny will be here talking about watches, understanding about watches, questions about watches, and also we have two unique watches all the way from Switzerland. So with that, let us welcome these four gentlemen. Hello! Yeah, so we know about watch collecting. You know, people are going into watch collection now. Would you want to share a little bit more on generally what is watch collecting all about?
Nicholas, wow, very good. Okay. Okay, it's hard for me to because Terrence is actually my senior, so I feel bad starting first. I started maybe around 6 years ago when it comes to watch collecting, and I first started because I got tired of the usual stuff, and I thought, hey, you know, I happened to walk past the boutique and I saw a langer. That's when I started the journey, because I said, hey, how can a watch have so much finishing?
Yeah.
Very finely done, right? You can tell that it's much of it is handmade. That's where I started kickstarting the interest. But watch collecting is not just about collecting high-end watches or expensive stuff. I don't think it's that. It's more about being interested in any instrument that tell time in an interesting way. You know, it can be like even a Seiko. It doesn't really matter. We shouldn't be have the type of pride that, hey, I have this type, that type of watches or whatever. High-end or low-end, you can be a watch collector. It doesn't really matter. I know of people who collect Casio G-Shocks like by the hundreds. So it's yes, so it doesn't really matter as long as it's passion. I mean, this is what brings watch collectors together, and there's so much fun getting together, talking about watches. And for men, so what more can we talk about? It's like it's our hobby. Yes, but you don't talk about your woman openly. You see, but watches you don't mind. Watches is different. It's true. So I think it just brings people together and educate us. We learn from each other. I mean, I never finish learning. End of the day, I learn from Jimmie, I learn from Terrence all the time. Likewise, they learn a little bit from me as well. So it's an educational game and it's fun. We get to know more people and friends. So that's what watch collecting is all about. Yeah.
Okay. So as I know that Terrence, you are actually the founder of YWCA. How this all happened somehow or other, and you managed to gather many people. Everyone here is also part of the group or this page whereby everyone share watches, talk about watches. And what I know about YWCA so unique is because you all share very authentic information.
I started YWCA, it's called the Watch Club Asia, in 2019 February. Okay? The main objective is to really educate the community, the community at large, whether Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, this whole region, on watches, watch collecting, the whole community, different races, different religions, people from all races, all occupations. Okay, I'll put it very simple to simplify. It's actually the main objective of this whole thing is really to educate people what is watches. Just like what Winston has said, it's not just about super brands, super high-end watches. It's just like food. You have all kinds of food. You have fusion food, Chinese food, Western food. Same like watches. Okay, everybody probably have a very misconception that the most expensive is the best.
Yeah.
Okay, so we really wanted to go down to the root and start to tell everybody what is watches. It's not just about telling time. Yes, of course, telling time is very important, but we are trying to get the bridge between the brands and the community. Bridge between the community itself, members to members. Then we have senior members, we have junior members, we have members, everybody. So we wanted to do a platform, a group that everybody can share everything, like what Winston has said, every single thing. There's nothing that you cannot ask him, there's nothing you cannot ask James or Jimmie. So in short, it's a whole platform that everybody can share the whole load of information on horological aspect of the whole community at large, all the countries that we are in, from Malaysia, Thailand, Singapore, Indonesia, Vietnam, things like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the summary.
มีอะไรจะทำไหมน้อง
ทำไมอยากดูนาฬิกา
Oh yeah, Dunalika. She can't wait to look
She
at
has
the
to focus
watches.
on this.
Yeah. James, like how you met the rest of like Jimmie, Winston, and Terrence? How it all came about?
Sure. Just like any other members we have in this watch scene, we have similar interests, so we talk about watches together once in a while. And when Terrence and Albert started TWCA, we were already friends, but just big Facebook friends, and they asked me, to come in and share a bit about the interest, and because I also collect quite a diverse collection. And
diverse or a lot? That's a very different thing. Diverse or year?
Diverse and quite a lot.
Quite a lot. Okay.
So it really caught my interest because there are a lot of groups out there, and I felt that something was missing, and to expand and to be able to share my passion about watches, to be able to be heard, I took the challenge, and I came to be a part of TWCA. Yeah, so I love watches because my dad loved watches. Obviously, for some obvious reason, he gave me watches when I was young, so I know that he loved watches. He don't have a lot, not as much as I do.
I think it's a good thing.
And everybody started collecting watches from the lowest price point, and as you become more and more affordable, eventually, naturally, a lot of people of certain age will start to collect more and more expensive, just like me. I wasn't born with a silver spoon. Like some of our friends who are very young and they have like $1 million worth of watches.
Yeah.
Naughty.
You're teasing me.
The finger straight away there.
I'm the old folk,
Okay.
young.
What about Mr. Jimmie?
Yeah. What's your question?
Well, as I was saying, definitely somehow or other either you know it before TWCA was founded, or it could be through mutual friends because of watches. As I mentioned just now, the fact that Educator is actually Mr. Jimmie here. He actually educates a lot of people about watches. Doesn't matter what brands, anything about watches, he educates people every region, not just in Singapore. So I would like to know, and I'm sure many people want to find out about how it all came about, and especially with brothers like Taeny.
I think with the brothers here, it's basically with the community, and they are also customers of some watch companies, which I know, and this community actually bring and bond the group closer with more knowledge and more exposure for watch brands, whether it's a show or it's an exhibition or something new that they can all be able to be in it together to see. It's important platform because Singapore is always a showcase for many brands, and it's also good for the Watch Club Asia here. Right now, I believe you have a few thousand members, right?
Yeah.
For a
Yes,
very
we have
short
about
time.
4,000.
Yeah, 4,000 members within a period of 2 years, and it's very good. And it's not limited to just Asia, but
It's growing.
they are also in US, members in US, members in Europe, and even a lot of watch brands are very interested in Watch Club Asia because they would like to hook themselves up so that they are also being exposed to the members. It's very fast because from a watch brands, if they hook up to a club like Watch Club Asia, they get 4,000 exposure immediately.
True.
And this is the fastest way, but it's a win-win situation. It cannot be a win just for the brand, but it must be a win-win also to the community and also to the club members. So it's also part of educating. I think that's the main purpose, and that's the main role of the Watch Club Asia being formed. For them, I think they are very passionate about the watches.
Yeah.
For me, I've been born in the watch line, so if you ask me what's my watch experience, I would say it's more than 60 years. I've been in the watch line, but even having said that, like the Bangkok exhibition, it's not for money, actually, it's more for educating. No one in Thailand wants to, I can also say this on YouTube or in the social media, nobody in Thailand, nobody wants to organize an independent watch exhibition because it's a sure lose money event. They calculate the sums for many years. A lot of the organizers says, hey, are you sure you want to go into it? Because we have calculated for many years. We know it's a lose money. And for those who are viewing it, especially in Thailand, you know that who I'm referring to, because we've been talking and you don't want to be part of it because it's but for me it's more of passion, more of educating.
Yeah.
And more of bringing the independent brands to Thailand so that they get more exposure. So for this and these two brands now, Genus and Ludovic, due to COVID they are unable to travel, so we bring the two brands in Singapore and we can educate through social media and through collectors that we can show it to everybody here in Singapore. Yeah, and let them enjoy complications. It's not just about buying, but more about educating and seeing the complications.
Yeah, I'm sure because Taeny would have a lot of questions to ask about watches and the complications. So we'll see who's the pro on later on. So then, Winston, so since you're the last one, you know, you captured my attention. The first thing was when you came, it's like, this dude wears 2 watches. He wears 2 watches.
There's a reason behind it. Because,
okay. Would you mind?
Okay, I'm actually also part of the Purist group. So Purist was formed very long time ago.
It's a watch club.
It's also a watch club, and maybe you will know of it. It's online version is a watch project called Watch Project now, but we are called Purist. In fact, Terrence would also know because he was a part of Purist last time too. We have this policy that when we go out, we like to double wrist, so called.
Oh, it's called a double wrist.
Yeah.
See, it's very special. So I when I see him do that, then I dare to do it.
Oh, it's for the youngsters. Fair enough. Everyone is 25.
I wish I was a youngster also. Yeah, but the whole idea is, you wanna. It's not to gain attention or what. It's just a group thing.
It's just being probably different, is it? And you call it the double wrist.
Yeah, we call it double wrist.
Double wrist.
Yeah.
So if let's say you go out in a group of 10, all 10 must be in double wrist?
No.
We don't set it down the law like that. You know, sometimes we joke that if you don't double wrist, you're gonna cut 1 mm off your, your little cuckoo or whatever. But it's just like a protocol thing that hey, we should be double wristed because we want to see more watches.
Yes.
Some people they just come, just one watch. Then it's like, then the meeting gets shortened and we don't get to see so many watches. Like some of my seniors, they have so many interesting watches. Of course, I'm more than happy to see those as well.
Cool.
So yeah, that's the rationale behind
But
it.
the double wrist has been on for the past 15, 20 years. They started,
Actually, like what he said, meant for 5 of us. We need to see more watches. So at least we need to see 10. So last time we don't carry, we don't have a box, we don't have a bag. So everybody would double wrist, put it on, everybody can see 10 watches.
Wait, when you say you don't have a box back then, this is how many years ago? Don't you have...
15, 20, Purist is 15, 20 years already.
Yeah, I started in Purist also in 1995.
Yes.
25
years.
But when I was joining them in 95, they were already there for I think more than 10 years.
Yes. I remember during that time. Yeah.
So I think they started in 80 something.
Yeah.
So this is how it came, because it sounds a bit like to me, okay, because you don't have a proper, watch winder or a small cabinet where you put your watches and then you bring it out. Right, but that's why. So you say, okay, two. So 5 people, each one wear 2. So I got 10 watches to see.
Yeah.
Then plus yourself, you got 12. So everyone can see each other's watches.
Correct.
And do you all trade off from there, or is just to go and see?
No, we don't really trade based on that. It's really a sharing. It's just an example. There's 4 of us here. The common thing is watches, but the uncommon thing is everybody is different.
Yeah.
Even me and him looks the same, but we are not the same.
Yeah.
Okay, we have different tastes in watches. Same like Jimmie, same like James. So watches is something very unique. It looks the same, all like watches, but within the watches, everybody like different brand. Or even I can like the same brand, we like different model.
Yeah.
Probably like chronograph. I like probably 3 hands, or he like a repeater, things like that. So everybody is so different.
It's a testament. This is a new thing where each person can bring 3 watches, or maybe 5, like that.
Okay.
And like what?
Is this a custom one, or is
No.
it is in the market for?
It is in the market recently. So all days we don't have such thing.
Oh.
And as he mentioned that some people are crazy, like they collect 3 of the same models but different color.
Yeah.
So I'm one of them.
So, so especially since you brought this watch out, this particular model, how many colors are there?
This particular model only 3.
Oh, so you got all 3 colors?
So you got 3 same color, same number.
รวยมากนะใช่ไหม
Same number. Oh, okay.
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
Just to share lah. Sorry to
Just to see, nah.
Sorry to
You can just one, huh?
make case.
Yeah.
Just point in case like nowadays they have boxes where you can bring more watches together. Yeah.
So that's how it all started. ตอนนี้กี่โมงแล้วกี่โมง How do you tell the time? I'm asking her now. Let's
double
see.
risk.
กี่โมง อะไร under
เวลา
Wait lah.
เวลากี่โมง
How to say this now?
You have to
Put
ask
your-
him.
I have no idea. I don't have this.
ใจเย็นใจเย็น
Don't ask me. I'm not the owner. Ask the
wrong
owner.
side.
Wrong side.